men every ear. Let everyone that will hear what I have to say, and may they receive it not from me, not as unto from me, but as from you, Jesus Christ. May I decrease and you increase it. Be thou glorified in this place, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So, I was going to play some music, but since we don't have the right chord to connect the music, I'm going to sing a song. And it's a very simple song. I like to sing this song most of the times I go to places to talk. It's about the song Jesus told the disciples. You see, Jesus said, I'll make you fishers of men. You see, I'll make you fishers of men. And you know, there's something special about a fish. I actually was talking to her last night on the phone when the Lord told me that. Something special about a fish. You notice when the Lord destroyed the world the last time, the fish were not affected. Jesus wants to put us in a place that when the destruction comes, we're not affected. You see, He's molding us into complete different beings. Whereby when destruction comes, it's going to come, but it's not going to touch us. Imagine the fishes in the sea when the Lord was going to destroy the world with water. What was going through their mind? You know, picture that. What was going through the sea creatures in the world in that day?
More room to swim in.
There you go. They had more room to swim. Matter of fact, they had more food to eat because a lot of people were dying.
So the sharks are fat and happy.
That part right there. But anyway, we're going to stay today in the book of John chapter 2. Last week we did John chapter 1. And I want to take one chapter a day. Well, not a day, but one chapter at a time. And you know one thing about the Bible is a living book. In most cases, most of you have read the book of John before so many times. And like I've read it before, many times. I think I've read the book of John by itself completed many times. But every time I read it again, I also always get new revelation, new understanding, And, why Jesus wanted me to start these studies with the book of John was because, like I said last week, John came to reveal Jesus Christ. You see, in Genesis reveals Adam. But Jesus is the new Adam, the spiritual Adam, the Adam that never sinned, the Adam that we are to model our lives after. So John came to introduce this person. In John 1:1 says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word became flesh and lived among us, and we saw Him as the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. And we know Jesus to be that begotten of the Father. I'm just, saying that again for those that didn't hear it last week. But today we're going to go in the second chapter of John, where Jesus' miracle actually started taking place. Now, this is not saying that Jesus never did no miracle prior to this. It's just saying that in the world stage, where everyone became aware of, when people start to see, this was the first miracle that He did. But if you ask me, Jesus' life, His whole life was a miracle, And when you study about Jesus, the one thing I like to do sometimes is, see, the Bible came to reveal Christ to us. This is a book that is given to reveal Christ. But there's a part of me that want to know what other religion think of Christ, sometimes. So I want to find out, what do the Muslims believe of Jesus Christ, my Jesus Christ? What do the Hindus think of it? And came to find out that the Muslims actually believe that Jesus is the Messiah. It is their Messiah. You see? But how come they don't receive it as the Creator? Because no one can save us except the one that created us. We are so doomed that we cannot be fixed. We need to be restored. See, in order to be in the presence of the Holy Creator, we have to come to a place that we are fit to stand in His presence without, dying. See? So Jesus came in the picture to help us do that. I'm going to be reading from the book of John chapter 2. Since I tend to talk a lot, I'm going to read a lot first, get it out of the way so I can run my mouth, okay? And the third day, there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee. And the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and His disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus said unto Him, They have no wine. Jesus said unto her, Woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come. That's verses 1 down to 5. Now, There's something that Mary, the mother of Jesus, did that I actually want to start applying in my life. You see, most cases when we pray and ask Jesus to do something for us, when we pray, we wait for that to happen. We don't move on what we pray. You see, faith would make the Lord, the Creator himself, do what he would normally want to do. Your faith would compel him to move when he's not ready to move. If you notice in the story of Jesus teaching, so many times he came across people in the Bible that he would not want to, entertain. But their faith was so profound that their faith compelled him to move. Like the lady that came to him and had a daughter that was sick, asked him to heal the daughter, and he said, I can't take what belongs to the children to give to the dogs. And the lady said, well, even the dogs eat from the crumbs that fall from the master's table. And he said, you know what? I've not seen such faith. I'm going to do it just because you apply faith. In most cases, when we pray, we just walk away because we pray. Our prayer doesn't actually get activated except our faith goes along with it. So if I'm asking for water, I have to start putting myself in the feeling of how I will be after I drink. I'm not going to be sitting here thinking, I'm so thirsty. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get the water that I asked the Lord for. But I'm going to start thinking, man, I don't even know what I'll do myself after I drink that water. Because the way I'm thirsty, I can't wait for the water to get to me. You see, you're speaking as if you believe. Believe is an action word, okay? So when Jesus' mother came to Jesus and said, we need wine, Jesus clearly said to her, don't bother me. Literally, woman, don't bother me, okay? They invited me to come chill. They didn't ask me for no wine. Why is that your problem, okay? Leave me alone. And then she did not entertain what Christ said. She did not take the no as a final answer. Some of us, when we ask a lot of things and it doesn't happen, we take the lack of it happening as a no. Not knowing that sometimes the Lord said no so that we can apply faith. The Lord will say no to you because the Bible says the righteous shall live by what? Faith. Not by what they see, not by what they know. Okay? So if I know that you have water and I come to ask you for water, I know you have water. That's not faith. I'm just trying to be, look at her hiding her water. I'm just trying to put you in a predicament. Okay? So, but when Mary said that, and then she left Jesus, she didn't argue with Jesus when Jesus said no. She went to the people and said, whatever he said to do, do it. And you notice also the people did not question Jesus when he said, take that water that you just fill in the jar to the man hosting the event. They didn't say, but this is water. They moved by faith.